Hey everyone, what's going on? Joey Contino here, and guess what? It is happening! Phase 6 of the Wildwood Boardwalk Reconstruction project is officially underway as of October 7th, and since then, a lot of progress has been made. Even though it's been windy every single day, they're out here working tirelessly to get this project done. I figured, let's go ahead and talk about it, bring you some seagull footage, and then give you guys a good understanding of how the future of this project will look, because now we're going to start seeing things in North Wildwood. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe, you turn on notifications, you give this video a thumbs up. A special thank you out to my patrons on patreon.com. It's because of them we can do videos like this. If you want to support the channel and have your name at the end of the video, all you have to do is click the links in the description below. Anyway, let's get started. Be sure to grab your Wildwood's Christmas ornament before we sell out. We currently have 6 of them in stock. You can get them by clicking in the link in the description of this video. And the new one for this year, it is Santa riding the Great White. So if you want one, go ahead and grab them while they're still here. As you can imagine, this is not our first rodeo when it comes to explaining the Wildwood Boardwalk Reconstruction project. This is now year number 4. That's right, it started in 2020. And this is now phase 6. I've detailed this process a million times, but for those who maybe are new to it, because I was actually filming, a lot of people stopped me trying to figure out what was going on. Ultimately, this is how it works. The Wildwood Boardwalk, at least sections of it, have been here for 100 years, and a lot of it needs repairs. What you're looking at right behind me is a newer section versus an older section. The older section over the past, I would say really in the past 4 decades, where it really started seeing a lot of wear and tear. The upper boards needed replacement. Underneath, which is all concrete, some of it started cracking, some of it started crumbling. There's a lot of rebar showing. It needed to be fixed, it needed to be repaired, and over the years they've been reinforcing it, while they're putting down massive blocks to make sure it doesn't fall, to just taking up little sections and fixing it. Eventually got to the point in time to where the state finally approved some kind of funding to start fixing up the boardwalk, and that was pretty much phase 1. Fast forward to phase 6, and well, just a year ago, the governor approved a $100 million budget that was going to be split up between all the boardwalks in New Jersey. And well, Wildwood got some, and North Wildwood got some. North Wildwood is going to start working on theirs this off season. It's going to be from 16th Street and go 2 blocks, and they'll do 2 blocks every single year until it's done. But in Wildwood, it's been 4 years. And we've already seen, ow, that hurt a little bit. We've already seen this done multiple times, and now we're seeing it here, happening between Spicer and Montgomery Avenue. So let me explain to you exactly how this works. Contractors are first going to be cutting slots X amount of feet down the boardwalk. This is so that they can take that crane there and lift off those sections. Once that is off, they'll rip off all of the concrete, and then from there it'll just be bare. They'll take it all the way down to the concrete, sand off the first layer, cut off the first layer, repair anything that needs to be repaired underneath of it. And there's a lot that needs to be repaired. They'll put new concrete in certain areas. Maybe some new beams have to be remade by putting forms and adding a lot of concrete, which they did for a decent amount of the sections headed that way. And then from there, they'll start building the framework to put the boards on there. That's like a massive, I think it's a 4x6 that goes this way, west to east, and then they'll put new 2x4s on top of them. That wood is a very special wood that should last a very long time. And don't ask me to pronounce the wood, because for the life of me, it's very hard to say. What is the timeline for this project? Well, it starts October 7th, which means it already did, and it should be done by May 9th. But knowing the crew that does this is Fred and his crew. They've done the other sections. Boy, oh boy, have they been doing this fast. Depending on what happens with the winter, it could be done before that May 9th. What is an example of what it's going to look like? Well, just look at phases 1 through 5. Though, I will say, those other phases we just went through, not 5, but look at 3 and 4 are very different. The reason why I say that is because the Cedar Avenue was ripped down all the way because there was only wood underneath. So they had to rebuild that from scratch. While the next phase, which was in between Oak and Scaliger Avenue, it had been redone not long ago. So all they did was take the top layer off, make sure everything was good underneath of it. They actually repaired one giant section and put the wood right back in place. But then 5 was just like 1, 2, and 3, which was just kind of like ripping off everything and doing exactly what I just explained in this section. And these are the final results. You can see the repair work they did, the forms they added in, and it looks amazing. And then on top of that, no more concrete pads. Instead, they reinforced the boardwalk, and it looks wonderful. Along with the boardwalk being fixed, you'll get new railings, new lights. We're going to get pavilions on certain sections. There's a lot that goes into this. This is just the beginning phases of it. For those coming down who want to enjoy the boardwalk, just understand you'll have to get off at Montgomery Avenue, walk on the sidewalk, and get back on Spicer Avenue to enjoy at least walking and running and biking on the boardwalk this off-season. And what's cool is the wood has already been delivered. Do you see it behind me? Let's go check it out. Here it is. It looks awesome. And for those asking how to pronounce it, I just want to show you. Do you see the name? Kamaru. I have no idea. But that's that. And before you know it, this wood is going to be up on the boardwalk. But first, pieces are going to be ripped off, going to be lifted off, put here on trucks, and taken off. There's actually a dumpster here full of wood. This is once again just the beginning phases. This week, at least the recording of this video, they'll be lifting off that stuff. They actually already made the cuts on top of the concrete and in the wood to lift it up. And yeah, this project moves really quickly. Before you know, I'll be saying, hey look, the wood's already gone, the concrete pad's already gone. I know it's hard to see things from here, and I do have the Seagull with me, but I want to warn you, it is very, very windy out today. Hopefully you're actually not hearing it through the microphone right now. So right now, let's put the Seagull in the sky. And before you get at me at the comment section saying that the Seagull was very shaky and the shots weren't straight, can you hear the wind? And the drone cannot stand still. It's going back and forth, and you can't really tell, but it's flying sideways because the winds right now are about 16 miles per hour. That's the off season here. That's why these kind of videos in the off season are very shaky. It's because it's very windy. So there you guys go. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Like I said, kind of windy, but sorry, it's the off season. It's always windy. Anyway, I want to thank you for joining me. If you haven't done so yet, please subscribe, turn on notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. As always, I'll see you on the beach, which is It's right over there. I'll see you guys later. Bye.